Alright, welcome back to the Crabby Days, and today we're going to do a full playthrough of Harvest Dice, which is an extremely simple roll and write style game, probably the simplest in my collection. As you can see from the cover, we're going to be a bunch of farmers. You're going to get your farm pad over here. The whole point of the game is we're going to be drafting dice. We're going to be, these represent vegetables, and we're going to be drawing them in our little field over here to try to score the most points by the end of the game. Alright, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it. This is going to be a two-player playthrough. For that, you just have to remove one die of every color. Each player is going to get a pad. If you're playing more players, you play with all the dice. And that's it. You're pretty much ready to go. Alright, actually, another thing before I forget. There is a free-to-download Harvest Dice expansion that you can get off BGG, which I really like. Alright, so I'm going to actually do a playthrough of this after this video, and I'll show you guys how it works. But for right now, let's get started with just the base game. It doesn't take a lot of time to play. I'll just show you how it works. Alright, so let's zoom in and get started. Alright, so let's give the first player marker here to the left player over here. And let's get started. Alright, so the first player is going to grab some dice. He's going to roll them. And you're going to get started. Okay, so on your turn, you're going to drop the die and draw that vegetable in your field. Alright, if you can't, then you're going to feed the pig. Now, the reason I say you can't is because as soon as you draw one vegetable of a type in your field, all future vegetables of that type have to be orthogonally adjacent to that vegetable. So, for example, if player one over here wanted to get the, let's see, red tomato, all right, so you can grab the one, all right, and he can draw a tomato in his field. All right, I'm going to be using circles for tomatoes, triangles for carrots, and squares for lettuce. All right, just because I'm not that great at drawing. All right, so he got a one tomato, so he can draw his tomato in any of the three slots in the first row over here. So he's gonna, put it in the middle. All right, so he drew his tomato, and that's it. That was his turn. Pretty simple. Now let's go to this player over here, who's gonna draft one of these dice. And I think what he's going to do is he's going to draft the one orange, which is the carrot, and he's going to do the exact same thing. He's going to put his carrot over here on the one slot. All right, and then you're just going to go back and forth. In a two-player game, or it doesn't really matter the player count, you're going to keep just drafting back and forth until there's one die left in the pool. All right, so back to player one. I think that what they're going to do is they're going to draft the two tomato, and they're going to draw their tomato right here on the two column, and on the second spot is orthogonally adjacent to his other tomato, so he's fine. All right, we're going to jump back over to this side, and I think what they're going to do is, well, they can't really take this carrot over here because remember, it needs to be orthogonally adjacent to their other carrot, so this is going to be illegal. Although they could take this die and feed their pig, which will feed them for 6, which would be pretty good. All right, which would give them a special power, but they don't want to do that just yet. I think they're going to take the 4 lettuce and draw that in. And I think they're gonna go up, let's go just down here. All right, that's your lettuce. All right, jump back to player over here, and they're gonna take the 3 lettuce and they're gonna place it over here at the bottom. All right, that leaves us with 1 orange die left. Now, what you do with the 1 die when it's left, that's the multiplier for the end of the game. So each player is just gonna cross off that color in their pen. And we'll get to this at the end game scoring, but essentially you're going to multiply your biggest continuous area of that vegetable by the multiplier here to score that many points. All right, so right now, for example, this is just a 1 times 2, that'll be 2 points. All right, but obviously you'd want this to go higher and to get a lot more carrots all bunched up together. All right, that's it. You're going to pass the first player marker over. That was first round. Pretty simple. Take all the dice, roll them again. And now it's the right player who's going to draw first. All right, so right player, let's grab a carrot. So we'll draw another triangle. I can go here or here. Doesn't really matter. Let's go right over there. The player on the left here, let's see, these tomatoes he can't really use. He could place the lettuce. I think he's going to take the lettuce here, 4. Let's put it right over here. Back over to this player. Now they can use another carrot. But if he leaves it in the pool, then he knows he might be able to add to the multiplier at the end of the round, because he's pretty sure that this player is not interested in carrots. You sort of have to double think as well in the game. But Let's see, is he interested in any of the other ones? You know what? Let me steal the lettuce from this player because I know they want the lettuce to place it over here. So he's going to grab the lettuce to add to the combo over here for lettuce. Back over to this player. And now he's got a decision to make. Does he add a carrot to one of these two slots? But it's going to be pretty much cut off from other carrot placements unless he places it here, and then he can only go up here. But you know what? Instead, what he's going to do, he's going to draft the tomato, the 6. All right, now when you can't place it, like I mentioned in the beginning, you're going to feed your pig the number of pips on that die. All right, because you can't play a 6 because it needs to be next to these two. All right, so let's feed our pig 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, and just like that, let's circle our bonus. That's going to score us points at the end of the game, and we have a bonus that we can use once per game. All right, now the bonus is changing the color of a die or changing the pip value of a die. All right, so we got to remember that this player has that ability, can do it once. All right, but every time you finish a row, you get that ability again. And you can use the ability multiple times on a die. You can change its number and change its color if you have 2 of those abilities available. All right, let's get back to this side. And now this side, I definitely want to increase the multiplier for orange. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab the red die. And let's go put our tomato up here. All right, so there you go. So orange again. So let's increase the multiplier for orange. Let's take all the dice. Let's pass the first player marker. And let's just keep going. All right. All right, so what die does he want to take? Let's see, lettuce, 1, 5. So you can take the lettuce and place it here. Tomato is not bad. You can place the tomato up here. And carrots are not great for this player at all. Okay, so let's see. We can take the 2 or the 3. Oh, by the way, the ability is just changing, not the whole number. You can plus or minus 1 from the pip. So I can use my ability to change this into a 3 to actually place it here if I want. But that's sort of a waste of an ability if I can place the 2. So let's grab the 2 over here. Let's make our tomato field a little bit more. All right, so that's their die. Let's jump over to this side. And you know what? While we're at it, because we're getting a lot of multiplier for carrots, let's grab a carrot die. All right, let's back over to this side. Do we want to take a lettuce or a tomato? Well, we're hoping to have this tomato end so we can raise the multiplier for tomato. So let's not grab that. Anyway, we couldn't place it anyway. Lettuce, I can place a lettuce here. I can't place the lettuce here. And a carrot, I can start a brand new carrot, but that would be very horrible at this moment. So let's grab the lettuce. Let's put it over here. Back over to this side. I can't place the lettuce. I can't place the carrot. I could place the tomato. Let's place the tomato. So let's place it right over here. And now back to this side. And now, what did we say? We really wanted to increase the multiplier of tomato or lettuce. So I'm going to have to place the carrot so we can raise the lettuce. So let's place the carrot. Let's place it up here. So lettuce gets increased. Grab the dice. Pass first player marker. Let's go to the next round. It's probably a good time to mention how the game ends. Very simple, one of 3 ways. Somebody fills out their field, somebody completely feeds their pig, or if one of these stalls are completely filled. So, for example, if orange is the last item 3 more times, that'll end the game. All right, so let's jump over to this side. First choice. So the carrots are not useful. I could take a tomato. I could also take a lettuce. Let's grab the lettuce. Let's grab a lettuce. So we're gonna grab it over here. All right, jump over to this side here, which, I mean, the lettuce did get bumped on the multiplier. So let's do that. Let's grab another lettuce here. Let's do that. Let's jump over to this side. Now on this side, we have an interesting choice. Can't really grab the carrots, but I can feed my pig with the carrots. But you know, I don't want the multiplier for red to go up that much actually. So let's just use the 6. Drop another tomato over here. And back over to this side. And I think they cannot place any of these dice. Yeah, you can't place the carrot 5. And you can't place the tomato here. So they're going to go feed their pig. And since they have more tomatoes than carrots, Let's use a carrot to die to feed the pig. Although we can change, remember, we can change the color of the die with the ability. So let's do that. You know what? Let's use their ability. You know what? Let's change this into a green and we'll make it a lettuce. So they're all about the lettuce. I think they're going to try to increase this multiplier here. All right, now this player here, their last die, they got 3 of each. They don't really care which one gets increased. They can't, actually they could place the tomato. So let's do that. Let's place the tomato over here. So orange gets increased, which is good for this player. Not good for this player. All right, and there you go. There's the next round. Pass this over. Let's roll them bones. Ooh, lots of high numbers. And let's see. So now this player's thinking ahead. He wants to increase the green. So let's not draft these greens so that there's a higher chance of them being the last die. Okay, so what other choice do we have? Well, we can't do anything else. So let's grab the 6 here to feed our pig again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom! Got another ability to use. All right, let's jump over to this side. Let's see. I think what they're going to do is they're going to grab the lettuce on 5 and place it over here. All right, we're going to jump back over to this player. I think what they're going to do is they're going to use their ability again. Yeah, because they want another lettuce. So they're going to use the 4. They're going to turn it into a lettuce by using the ability. They're going to draw a 4, so they're going to draw it right over here. All right, so that was that. Back to this player here. So let's see, what can we do? We can draw a tomato, but tomatoes aren't great right now. They don't multiply at all. I can take another lettuce, or I can't take the carrot. So let's grab the carrot so we can feed our pig a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was that. Now back to this player. And I think what they're going to do is, because remember, they want a multiplier for the lettuce. So they're going to grab the tomato. They're going to put the 3 over here. And then everyone's going to increase the multiplier for lettuce. All right, there you go. Let's pass this over. Let's roll them dice. Woo! All right. So back over here. So tomatoes useless for them. Carrots useless for them. And lettuce is useless for them. All right, so what are they going to do? I think they're just going to grab the highest die possible to increase the multiplier. Although the orange one would be good for them to increase the multiplier. So instead, they're going to look at their opponent's sheet and see what they're going to do. I think they're just going to grab the highest lettuce because they don't want to increase the multiplier for lettuce. And they're just going to feed it to their pig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do that. We'll jump over to this side. I think here they're just going to do something very simple. They're just going to grab a tomato, 1. I'm going to draw a circle here. We'll jump back to this side. See, 1 they can't use at all because their whole column is done. They can raise it to a 2. There's no carrot 2. Alright, I think what they're going to do is they're going to use their ability here. They had 1 available. I forgot to circle it. So let's use it. And they're going to turn this orange into a green to get another lettuce. And they're going to place it here. Now the reason they're doing that is because you can notice here, endgame scoring, for every roll that you finish, you'll score some points. So, you know, that'll just net them 5 points right there. This player here needs 1 over here, for example, to do the same thing. Alright, so that was their second die. Let's jump back over to this player, who's kind of stuck at the moment, I think. 4 carrot. They can actually put a carrot right here. Yeah, let's do that. We'll grab a carrot, because we don't care about the multiplier for carrots, so let's get rid of them off the board. So that's that. Now back to this player, who's basically just going to choose their die based on the multiplier, I think. Let's see, 1 or 6. Green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know they're going for green, so let's not leave the green out there. Although he has more tomatoes. So either way, it's not a good choice. So let's just take the... So I have more lettuce, so let's just take the tomato. So I take the tomato, I feed my pig just one, and everyone's gonna raise their multiplier for green. Alright. Let's pass this over. Let's roll the dice. Oops. Did I change the face of that? I'm sorry. Alright, so back to this player. What does he want to do? I think... Oh, let's see. Is there a red... He would love to fill out one of these two or both of them to get the 10 points. But there's no real options that I see. Alright, because there's twos and twos. So instead, he's going to grab the 2 lettuce. Let's put it over here. Let's jump back over to this side. Now they can use the 2 lettuce. They can use this. They can use this. They can use this. Let's use this 6 tomato over here. Back over to this side. They can't really use any of these. They're just hoping for 1s and 6s. So let's just take the biggest number. We don't really care. Actually, we do care about red. We don't care about orange. So let's use the orange 4 and feed our pig 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Actually, let me zoom in just a little bit more. All right, let's jump over here. What are we hoping for? 3. We don't really have a 3. Tomato 4. Yeah, let's just do tomato 4. Let's just go over here. That's probably fine. Let's go over here. Which multipliers do you want to raise? Definitely the lettuce. So let's grab the 1, even though it's the smallest. Actually, yeah, let's do that because we don't really want orange to go up at all. So he's just going to feed the pig 1, and then everyone's going to increase the green multiplier. All right, so if one more of those get triggered, then it's going to be the end of the game. Let's grab all these. Push this over. Let's roll some dice. All right, let's see. So we're looking at just 2s and 3s on this side. Let's grab the 2 orange to draw another carrot. Now on this side, thankfully, woo, we're looking for 6s and 1s. We can use both of these dice. Let's just go for 6s right now, just to finish off a row. So let's go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Doesn't really matter. Let's go over here. Back over to this side. Can't use any of these, although we can feed our pig with those numbers. Let's just put out more carrots. Another carrot. Let's grab it over here. Back over here. Let's put another lettuce. Yes. Let's do that. Now this one I'm going to feed my pig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've unlocked this one over here. And that's going to almost trigger the end of the game. Oh, red multiplier goes up by 1. There you go. It's the first time of the game. Let's roll, let's roll, let's roll. All right, so this player, we just need 6s and lettuce. All right, this is the only thing he can use. He can't use any of them right now. What he's going to do is going to use the 6 to feed his pig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's unlock another one here. All right, on this side here, we're looking for 2s and 3s. We can put carrots and lettuce, not tomatoes. So let's go. Lettuce is the most. Let's draw another lettuce. I'm gonna put it in the 2 slot right there. Back over to this side. Let's see, with an ability, is there any way for me to get this into the 6 spot? No, I would need 2 abilities to change this into a 6 and a green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use another die. Hopefully, if this person here doesn't take this die, then I can actually do that. Because I'm going to have another ability. So let's take this one here, 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Unlock another ability. All right, let's go over here. This player only needs a 3 to finish off the game. this round. So let's do that. So he's going to use the ability to change this into a 3 lettuce to place it over here. All right, just a little reminder, plus minus 1 pip or change the color. All right, so they finished completely their field, which is going to trigger the end of the game after we draft all the dice. All right, now we're going to jump over to this side, who's going to use both his abilities, all right, to change this into a 6 and to change it into a green. All right, so let's just go over here as his dice, and that's it. We're going to raise our multiplier for the red. And boom, just like that, we triggered the end of the game. So let's go to scoring. All right, scoring. All right, let's do this. So let's look at the left player first. Okay, so carrots is multiplier of 4. So it's going to be 1, 2, his largest field of carrots. 2 times 4 is 8. So put 8 points. All right, just that simple. Here's going to be 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 times 10 is 50 points. Huge. All right, tomatoes, we're going to have 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 15 points. All right, now ribbons, let's look at the rows. So it's going to be 5, 10, plus you look at who has the most of each kind. All right, so tomatoes, 5 versus 6, so no. Lettuce obviously has the most, and carrots doesn't have the most, so it's only plus 5. All right, so it's going to be 10 plus 5, 15. And now feed the pig, where did we get? So the largest one that we got to was here, so which is 8. 8 more points. All right, you're going to add up all that together. All right, you can do it offline. Let's do the exact same thing on this side. So here's going to be 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be 20. Lettuce is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 5 is 35. Tomatoes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3 is 18. Ribbons is going to be huge. It's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, 25. And for the piggies, we only got 4. All right, so you're going to tally both of those up. All right, so there you go. So 96 to 102. This player takes it down. Not by much. Very close game. And that's it. That's how you play Harvest Dice. All right, and we're back. And just like I promised in the original intro, I'm going to tackle the Harvest Dice expansion that you can get pretty much only on BGG. It's in the files download section, and it gives you some added stuff you can add to the base game, because the base game, like I mentioned over and over again, is way too simple. You definitely do want to add this in to spice things up. All right, so there's a couple of modules here. The first is the flower module, where you're going to add a flower die. It should be white, but I just have a blue die hanging around near my desk, so I'm going to use a blue die, and I'm going to show you how this works. Essentially, instead of drawing a vegetable, you're going to draw a flower, and that flower is automatically always worth 3 points. All right, so we're going to play with that. And there's also an event deck, the event cards. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to shuffle this. We're going to take 2. You can play with as many as you like. I mean, over here it says 2. I've played it with 3, 4, even 5 sometimes, depending on the number of players. It's fine. Just add you way more opportunities to score. I like to have at least one of these scoring option cards to come out, and that's always good. All right, so let's put this away. Oh, and by the way, the last thing over here, you can sort of ignore. This is just for a color-blind friendly card where you can put the dice there. That card I don't even print out, whatever. All right, so let's just show you an example here. Let's flip over the top 2 cards. Looks like we got a couple of carrot cards. Let's zoom in. All right, so this one here is veggie cloning. All right, cross off a pig power in order to plant another veggie of the same type adjacent to the one that I planted. All right, so now when you use the piggy power, instead of just changing a number, changing a color, you can clone a vegetable. That's pretty cool. And this one here is shipping crates. All right, draw a square crate around a group of 2x2 to score an extra 3 ribbons. Awesome. All right, extra ways to score. I'm gonna put this right in the middle as a reminder. First player over here. And you know what? Let's just get started right away, and I'll show you a quick run through here with the expansion. So just like last game, we're going to start with the player here who's going to be the first player. For the setup, I didn't show you, but if you're playing with the flower expansion on the right over here, it tells you how many dice extra you need to play with. All right, but let's just get going. All right, so let's roll the dice and let's go. So on the left here, which die will I draft? All right, so over here, let's grab a lettuce die. I'm just gonna go because you already know how the game plays. I'm gonna go super fast, drafting a bunch of dice and not thinking about it too much. So left hand side here is gonna grab a lettuce die. Right hand side here is gonna grab, you know what? Let's grab the flower die. Let's see how that works. So on the level 2, you can draw a flower. All right, and there's gonna be 3 points at the end of the game. All right, but it sort of blocks off your connections if you are trying to connect things, obviously. For example, if I have a carrot here, well, then my next carrot can only go here, or vice versa. And your flowers don't have to touch each other when you make future flowers. Right? I don't have to put a flower here, here, here. I can put another flower wherever I want. I jump back to this side. Who's gonna take the other lettuce die? I guess they're trying to get their crate done as soon as possible. Jump back to this side. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's grab a tomato. We'll grab a tomato, we'll put it here. Jump back over here, let's grab a carrot. Let's put it down up here, I guess, whatever. Over here, we'll grab a carrot as well. And we'll put it down here. And jump back. Oh, we don't jump back, remember. Last die, multiplier goes up. Red, red, and that's it. All right, so let's go on to the next side here. Let's roll these dice. Oops, that was a 2. All right, so now over here, oof, the lettuce doesn't, oh, sorry, wrong player. We're coming onto this side. The carrot ones don't look interesting to him. The tomatoes, I mean, you can put a tomato here, but then he's sort of forced to put all tomatoes on this side. Sure, let's do it. So he's gonna grab a 2. And it's gonna be a tomato. All right, let's jump back over to this side. Now him, the lettuce dice don't really help him. I think he's just gonna grab a carrot. So you can put a carrot over here. Jump back over here. Now he cannot take the 2s. They don't help him at all. He can go super heavy. No, you know what? He's gonna grab the lettuce one. He doesn't want to get screwed over. He's gonna do that. Jumping back to this side. Now I think he's gonna have a problem. I think they're gonna take the flower die for sure. All right, now both players don't really want to take future number 2s because sort of all filled up. So that was the left player, right player. Now, I guess we'll take the lettuce. Sure. No, we'll take the tomato. We'll take the tomato. Put it up here. We'll jump back over here. Who cannot place this? Cannot place this. So they'll take the 4 to feed their pig. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So now the multiplier for orange is going to go up. We're going to reset these dice. Move the first player marker over. And let's go. All right. So looking at the player on our left here. Let's see. Carrots would be pretty good for them. Lettuce would be pretty good, but everyone's looking for a 1. I haven't rolled any 1s. So let's try to make that square. So let's get that 3 in there. Put a lettuce, I guess. On this side here, we'll go carrots. Sure, let's go carrot. 5. We'll go here. Jumping back here. Let's go flower. All the way in the corner, so it doesn't block us too much. Jumping back here. I don't think we have a choice. I think we are going to take the... Actually, instead of taking this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take advantage of this power. So I'm going to take the 6 so I can cross off or feed my pig 6 times. 4, 5, 6, which will unlock the power once. All right. Now, if I draft another die that I really like a tomato, for example, then I can put another tomato here and get that square. Hopefully. So that was this side. Let's go back to this side. What are we looking at here? The 2's not good. The 3's not necessarily terrible. And the 4 is not horrible either. But he wants the multiplier for green to go up. So he's going to actually play the 3 and put a tomato right here. And finally, back to this side. Well, we can't use this. We can't. Oh, we could use this. So let's use it. 4. Let's put a square right here. A lettuce right there. Okay, so orange is going to go up again. Orange. Orange. Again, let's cross this to the other side. Let's roll. Any ones? Still no number ones rolled. Oh boy. Okay, so let's see. So looking at this side, any 6s or 1s? No, again, we're dealing with only the middle. Oh, the 4 and the 5 doesn't help. The 2 and the 3 doesn't help. The 2 and the 4. I could use the 4 here with carrot. Yeah, let's do it. Actually, you know what? I'll just take the freaking flower. Take the flower, put it here. Flower next to another flower. Yeah, it's another 3 points. That's all good. All right, so now we're jumping here. So the 4, put it here. The 5 and the 4. I could put the 4 here, tomato. The lettuce, though, would be nice. I can finish off my square of lettuce. You know what? Let's do that. Although I know my opponent's not looking for that at all. So you know what? Instead, I'll take the tomato right now. Put that in there. And hope that he doesn't take that die. So he's going to take... can't. I guess he'll take the 4. We'll put that in there. Jump back here. We already know what we wanted. The 3 lettuce. So I'm going to do this. Draw a square, create around a group of 2. But this, I guess you can do it at the end of the game. So I'm not going to bother drawing the squares now. It's just an end game scoring thing. But I did get an extra 3 points right there. All right. Jump back over to this side. Who can't use any of these? So I guess he's going to use the 5 to feed his pig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I could have changed the values of some of these dice, but remember, I'm still trying to double up my veggies later on. All right, jumping back to this side. He really cares about veggies, so he's gonna actually use this one to feed his pig. 1, 2. Circle this so that the sorry, not veggies. I mean lettuce. He wants the lettuce to go up, so he took the other die. So lettuce goes up. Lettuce goes up. And back to the other player. Come on. Oh, a couple of 1s came out. All right. So let's see. Can we actually use these dice? This player's looking for 1 lettuce. No, we didn't get it. Oh, we got a 4 flower. Doesn't really help right now. 6 carrot. Sure, let's do that. 6 carrot. Now I can use my ability to double it up and put another carrot here. But I think I'm okay for now. I don't think I'm going to do that just yet. All right, so we're going to jump over to this side. They can't use 4s. Let's see, a 1 tomato. Definitely going to use a 1 tomato. So let's draw a circle. I'll use my ability 1 time. There you go. Draw the other tomato. Use this power right over here. All right, so that's what I did. And that's going to be the little crate that I needed to score the extra 3 points. All right, back over to this side. Let's see, 5s and 6s do not help for this. Can't do that. I could do that, so yeah, sure, why not? Let's put that in here. Over here, they cannot use a 4. They cannot use this. They could use this, so they're gonna grab the 6 lettuce. Go right over here. Jumping back over here. I think they're gonna just take the flower. Score an extra 3 points. There you go. Let's put it up there. And on this side, let's, you know, we got 3 carrots each, so I'm okay if carrots go up another point. So let's take the 5, we'll put it right over here. Maybe I can finish off the square next time, and then the orange will go up again. All right, almost done the game. So we'll do that. Let's roll. Any 1s that are useful? All right, so we're looking for tomato 1. There's no tomato 1. Let's see, lettuce 6, no. Carrot 3 or 6. No. I could put another flower. Might as well. Boom. Going flower crazy. Let's do that. On this side, yes, we got the lettuce that we wanted. So let's put that in. And again, let's use that ability. So I'll use my thing to copy it down here. All right. Well, can't score that crate twice because I'm going to be drawing it here. I can't redraw the crate again here. Okay, so back over to this side. I think we're going to be stuck. So they can only use 1s and 6s without any powers. He's going to use the 6 to feed his pig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unlock a new ability. Back over to this side. So we can use the tomato actually. So let's do that. Tomato 4 over here. And over here we still can't use any of those dice. We try to force the opponent. So let's see, 1, 2. We have a ton of tomatoes. If we can take one of these 2 dice for sure, maybe the tomato is going to be left to increase the multiplier. So what we're going to do is, I know he doesn't need this, and I know he doesn't, well, he doesn't need anything. Actually, wait, he definitely does need this. He can put it right here. So let's hate draft that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe this player should have taken that die first to finish off his little square. Wasn't thinking about it, but no worries. Then we're back to this side who wants to increase the multiplier for green. So they're just gonna grab this one here. So he's gonna feed his pig. 1, 2. Green's gonna go up. All right. Probably last round of the game if I can roll the right numbers. Let's see what happens. Okay, so definitely gonna grab, let's see, did we get a, oh, you know what? We're gonna actually grab this one first to draw our carrot. I could have alternatively drawn this one, but I think that one's a more important piece for us to get the little crate. We're gonna jump over to this side. Are there any 1s that we need or 6s? Lettuce 6, no. Well, let's just use one of the powers. Oops, I did unlock another one, sorry. Let's use a power to change a color. Let's change this into a green. So we'll put a lettuce over here. All right. And you know what? While I'm here, I can use my other power to duplicate it. Sure, let's do that. It is near the end of the game. Other power, let's duplicate that. There you go. Jump over to this side. Who's gonna take his green one and finish off the area right over here? Who's gonna finish off his grid completely? All right, jump over here. Can't really do anything, so he's gonna use a 6. Oops, I think he drafted the 6. He's gonna use the 6 to feed his pig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he unlocks a new ability. We jump back over to this side. Who doesn't really care? He's just gonna grab the highest number possible. 3 to feed his pig. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go to this side. Who's gonna use his power to change this 1 into a red to draw a tomato. And boom, just like that. I actually filled up both sheets this round. Awesome. Okay, so when this one ends, I don't exactly remember what happens. Let me double check. Yeah, I double checked. So when the flower is the last one, the lowest market gets crossed off. And that's going to be the red because they're only at 2. So they're going to cross off another red. And boom, just like that, we're done. All right, so let's get to the scoring. Let's do this as fast as possible. So piggies first. Let's just do that quick. 2 points here. A lot more points here. 8 points here. All right, let's do carrots. So it's going to be 4 times 3, which is only 12. And here's going to be 4 times 4 is going to be 16. All right, lettuce is going to be 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 21. 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 18. Tomato is 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 6 is another 18. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 3 is 12. All right, now for the ribbons. All right, so we're both gonna get the 15 points because of the rows. Let me just put that down here so I don't forget. This player here is going to have the most tomatoes, and that's it. Yeah, so he's going to get 5. So in total, he's going to have 20. He's going to have 25 with the most of area. Oh, I did forget in my other playthrough to add the pig bonus as well, the +5 here. So this would actually be 25 as well. Oops, sorry about that. And lastly, we're going to look at the extra shipping grades. All right, so this player is going to get 1 time, 2 times, 2 times. So that's going to be 6. So another +6. All right, and the flowers. 1, 2, 3. So that's another 3 times 3, 9. So it's going to be 25 plus 15 is going to be 40. Hopefully I did that right. And over here is going to be 25 plus 1, 2. So it's the same thing. It's going to be an extra 6. And 1, 2, 3 flowers, another 9. It's going to be exactly the same, 40. There you go. So let me tally this up. I'll be right back. All right, hopefully I calculated this right, but it looks like right player wins it again, barely this time, 96 to 91. And there you go, that's how you play with the expansion. Some of these cards are actually pretty good, or make things a lot more interesting. The first to finish rows is a really nice one. It really makes it a priority to finish off your rows. You have the one with the columns, stuff that your crates start on a higher value, the pigs get free food, and so on and so on. All right, well, there you go. That's how you play with the expansion. See you in the next one.